On this channel, we often tell you about strengths and flaws of certain vehicles, and give you advice on how to play this or that vehicle. But in mixed RB, battles aren't always fought with a single vehicle, and the outcome of a battle is often determined by things you achieve with all the tanks and aircraft you brought with you. Expert players might get enough points to spawn up to 6 or even 7 times in a single match, but most of us will spawn only 2 or 3 times. Which means that it's absolutely crucial to pick up the right vehicles for the job. In this video, we will show you a few tank and aircraft combinations that are just darn good in our opinion. The best plane and tank combos that don't just work well together, but also sit at the same BR. Let's start with BR 2.7, a couple of vehicles from the US tech tree. P-40F-10 Warhawk, M4A3 Sherman. The tank in the duo is the legendary Sherman, just not the one with the 75mm M3 gun. We take the one armed with the 105mm howitzer. That's a defining feature if there is one. Getting used to it takes some time, and you'll have to become really good with your rangefinder, but it's all worth it. Feel free to be at the spearhead of the attack. Many tanks of this BR will have difficulty dealing with your armor as it is, and if we angle a bit, perfect. Pack both HE and heat rounds. The former are great when dealing with lightly armored enemies, and you'll need the latter to engage heavier armor. If you're no stranger to howitzer's ballistics, and you can land your shots, your enemies will go up in flames one after another. Just never allow your opponents to shoot you at right angles to your side. If you're forced to send this beast back to the hangar, well, then it's time to go to the skies. Say hi to the American P-40F-10. When it comes to payload options, you only need one, with a single 500-pound bomb. Pair it up with a belt for ground targets. Your aircraft isn't that great at dogfighting. Many of your opponents can do it better, so therefore there is no need to do it. Say hello with a burst of bullets and turn away. With all those tankers down there, you have more important matters to attend to. Oh yeah, at this BR, your Brownings will wreck almost anything. A truly glorious feeling. KV-85, LA-7B-20. The second pair sits at BR 5.0, the Soviet Union. The KV-85 is a decent heavy tank with pretty good mobility, for tanks of its type of course, and passable armor. The best part about it though is its powerful and precise 85mm gun. In combat, stay behind your medium tanks. Remember that you need to eliminate at least 3 or 4 enemies to get yourself enough spawn points to switch to a plane, because heavies cost more to spawn in the first place. You might often fight a battle without any need for switching, though the turret of the KV will help you survive many difficult encounters. If you end up eliminated anyway, switch to the LA-7. Why this aircraft? Because it can do pretty much anything. 3 nose-mounted 20mm cannons will shred through any enemy fighter, and given the aircraft's excellent performance, you won't have much difficulty maintaining air superiority. Not many aircraft can outdo you in maneuvering combat. Keep in mind that we're talking mixed RB here. Your rate of climb is not as important there as in air battles. Many players actually prefer to fly pretty low at the start of the match to get to the action as quickly as possible. When it comes to suspended armaments, get yourself 2 100-kilogram bombs. They won't cost you much in terms of your maneuverability, while also giving you a decent chance of scoring an extra frag. You can eliminate lightly armored or open-top ground targets with your cannons. And if you opt for an AP belt and shoot at enemy roofs, your VAKs will make short work of even Panthers. Climb a couple of kilometers up, find yourself a target, and then dive at 90 degrees while cutting speed. Rinse and repeat. Another good pick at the same BR is the I-185. Some of you might get more mileage with it. It doesn't perform as well in the dogfight, But that's not a big problem in mixed battles. You won't see much protracted fighting there after all. The aircraft is also armed with 20mm cannons, 3 of them, but carries more ammo. That means you'll have enough bullets to fight both air and ground targets if you so desire. And you also can get 2 250kg bombs, or 4 100kg ones, for a single bombing run or 2 respectively. And the last duo for the day, sitting at BR 6.7, and from the German tech tree, Panther II Mi 262A1/U4 Pulk. Why not a King Tiger, you might ask? Isn't that an obvious choice? It's a good choice, but not the best one. Tiger is great, but it's not versatile enough. While the Panther II is a highly mobile and decently armored medium tank that can eliminate 2 or 3 enemies with ease. Just remember that your turret traverse speed is rather slow, so it pays to plan your approach in a way that there is minimal chance of being ambushed from the side. For some complex but very satisfying gameplay, get yourself a Schwalbe. On the one hand, you might struggle landing your shots when engaging other aircraft, with the really slow ones being the only exceptions. On the other hand, you will be able to take out literally any tank at your BR with a strafing run, or 2, max. Apart from that, you'll probably be the only jet in the sky. Never lose speed, and don't allow anyone to sit comfortably at your 6, and you'll be able to help your team a lot. Just don't forget to pack a belt for armored targets. That's it for today. What do you think? Would you like to see these types of videos in the future for other nations and other BRs? Share your thoughts in the comments below.